Notably, Live and Let Die marked a turning point in the evolution of the James Bond character, with Roger Moore stepping into the iconic role. This film significantly departed from the portrayal established by Sean Connery. Moore's Bond introduced a more suave and humorous disposition, moving away from Connery's more serious and rugged interpretation. The script emphasized wit and charm, showcasing Bond's playful side, often engaging in light-hearted banter that was less prevalent in Connery's films. Moreover, the tone of the film embraced themes of the early 70s, infusing elements of the blaxploitation genre, which was trending at the time. This shift in style and substance highlighted a cultural adaptation to the audience's evolving tastes, featuring a diverse cast and settings that added a fresh dynamic to the series. Additionally, the film's pacing and action sequences reflected a change in cinematic techniques. The incorporation of more elaborate stunts and effects illustrated a broader ambition in filmmaking, while musical scores, particularly the title song performed by Paul McCartney and Wings, resonated with a younger demographic. The box office success at $161 million underscored this successful reinvention, solidifying Moore's place in Bond history and setting a new direction for future installments. The film takes a bold step away from the traditional Bond narrative by centering its story on drug trafficking, rather than the usual plots involving world domination or political upheaval. This shift in focus allows for a fresh perspective on the challenges of the time, particularly the drug culture that was emerging in the early 1970s. The settings of the film play a crucial role in this narrative departure, as it immerses viewers in vibrant African American cultural centers. Locations such as Harlem, known for its rich history and cultural significance, serve as a backdrop that highlights the struggles and triumphs of the community. New Orleans adds another layer with its unique blend of music, food, and traditions, creating an atmosphere that is both lively and dangerous. The Caribbean islands further enhance the film's exotic appeal, showcasing a world filled with intrigue and danger. By placing Bond in these culturally rich environments, the film not only entertains but also reflects the social issues of the era, making it a significant entry in the Bond franchise. The combination of drug trafficking and these culturally vibrant settings creates a narrative that is both engaging and thought-provoking, setting Live and Let Die apart from its predecessors. Live and Let Die stands out in the James Bond series for several significant reasons. It was the first film to feature a fictional country, which added a unique twist to the storyline. This allowed the filmmakers to explore themes and settings that were not bound by real-world politics. Additionally, this film marked a bold move for Bond as he committed a political assassination, showcasing a darker and more complex side of the character. This shift in tone reflected the changing attitudes of the early 1970s, where audiences were beginning to expect more depth in their heroes. Another notable aspect of Live and Let Die is the absence of Q, the beloved gadget master who typically provided Bond with his high-tech tools. Although Q is mentioned by Miss Moneypenny, his physical absence in the film was a departure from the norm. This absence allowed the story to focus more on Bond's resourcefulness and adaptability in the field, rather than relying on gadgets to get him out of tight situations. The film's approach to character development and plot progression was a significant milestone in the evolution of the Bond franchise, setting the stage for future films to explore new themes and character dynamics. Bond becomes romantically involved with Rosie Carver, an African-American girl played by Gloria Hendry. Their relationship adds a layer of complexity to the story as it unfolds against the backdrop of a dangerous mission. Rosie is not just a love interest, she is also a key player in the plot, providing Bond with valuable information about the mysterious Dr. Kananga. The film takes a darker turn when 3 British agents who were monitoring Kananga are murdered. This shocking event prompts M, the head of MI6, to send Bond to New York to investigate further. The stakes are high, and Bond must navigate a world filled with voodoo, treachery, and intrigue. As he delves deeper into the case, the bond between him and Rosie grows, showcasing a blend of romance and action. Their chemistry is palpable, and it adds depth to the narrative, making the audience invested in their fate. The film explores themes of love and danger as Bond's mission intertwines with his feelings for Rosie, leading to a thrilling adventure filled with unexpected twists. The combination of romance and espionage creates a captivating storyline that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. The film's portrayal of their relationship is significant, reflecting the changing social dynamics of the time while maintaining the classic elements of a Bond film. The tension between personal feelings and professional duty is a recurring theme, making Bond's journey all the more compelling. The film's setting in New York and the Caribbean enhances the exotic feel of the story, providing a rich backdrop for their romance and the unfolding mystery. As Bond and Rosie navigate the dangers posed by Kananga, their relationship becomes a focal point, illustrating the complexities of love in a world filled with peril. The film ultimately leaves audiences wondering how love can survive amidst chaos and danger, making it a memorable entry in the Bond series. Upon arriving in New Orleans, James Bond finds himself in a dangerous situation when his driver is suddenly killed. This shocking event sets the stage for Bond's investigation into the criminal underworld. His search leads him to Mr. Big, a powerful gangster who operates a chain of restaurants as a front for his illegal activities. Mr. Big is not just a typical mobster. He is deeply involved in the drug trade and has connections that reach far beyond the city. During a tense confrontation with Mr. Big, Bond learns about the extent of his operations and the threat he poses. It is in this high-stakes environment that Bond encounters Solitaire, a mysterious and captivating tarot card reader. Solitaire possesses a unique gift. She can see into the future through her cards. This ability makes her both an asset and a target in the dangerous game of power and deception that surrounds them. Bond's meeting with Solitaire is pivotal, as it intertwines their fates and sets the course for the challenges they will face together. The chemistry between them is palpable, and her insights into the future add an intriguing layer to Bond's mission. As they navigate the treacherous waters of Mr. Big's empire, the stakes grow higher, and the danger becomes more pronounced. Bond must rely on his skills, and the knowledge that Solitaire provides to outsmart Mr. Big and survive the deadly game that has begun. The tension escalates as they delve deeper into the world of crime, magic, and betrayal, making their partnership essential for overcoming the threats that lie ahead. Bond follows Kananga back to San Monique, where he uncovers a hidden operation that produces heroin. This operation is cleverly protected by the local fear of voodoo, which Kananga exploits to maintain control over the island and its inhabitants. As Bond delves deeper into the mystery, he realizes the extent of Kananga's criminal activities and the danger that surrounds him. During his investigation, Bond finds himself at a crocodile farm, a place that becomes a terrifying trap. The farm is filled with large, menacing crocodiles, and Bond must think quickly to escape. He manages to evade capture and makes a daring escape from the jaws of danger. As he flees, Kananga's henchmen pursue him relentlessly. This leads to an exhilarating motorboat chase through the waters surrounding San Monique. Bond skillfully navigates the boat, using his wits and driving skills to outmaneuver his pursuers. The chase is filled with thrilling moments, showcasing Bond's resourcefulness and determination to survive. The combination of Kananga's operation and the crocodile farm escape highlights the intense action and suspense that define this chapter of Bond's adventures. The stakes are high, and Bond's ability to stay one step ahead of danger is put to the test in this gripping sequence. Bond returns to the Caribbean, where he must act quickly to save Solitaire from a terrifying voodoo sacrifice. The atmosphere is tense as he navigates through the dark and mysterious world of voodoo rituals. With time running out, Bond's determination drives him to confront the powerful villain Kananga, who is behind the sinister plot. In a dramatic showdown, Bond uses a compressed gas bullet to eliminate Kananga, showcasing his resourcefulness and skill. As the story unfolds, the stakes rise, leading to a thrilling final battle. Bond finds himself in a fierce confrontation with Kananga's remaining henchmen. The action escalates as they engage in a struggle aboard a moving train. In a moment of intense conflict, Bond manages to gain the upper hand. With a swift and decisive move, he throws the henchman out of the train window, ensuring that the threat is neutralized. This climactic scene highlights Bond's bravery and quick thinking, solidifying his role as a hero in the face of danger. Sean Connery made a significant decision when he turned down a staggering $5 million to reprise his role as James Bond. Despite this, he expressed his approval of Roger Moore as the ideal choice to take on the iconic character. This endorsement from Connery added a layer of credibility to Moore's portrayal, as fans of the franchise were eager to see how the new actor would interpret the role. The film Live and Let Die featured some remarkable stunts, particularly one involving Ross Kananga, the owner of a crocodile farm. Kananga took on the daring crocodile stunt himself, earning a hefty sum of $60,000 for his efforts. However, the stunt came with its risks. During the filming, Kanga suffered a serious injury, requiring an astonishing 193 stitches due to the dangerous nature of the scene. Additionally, Roger Moore faced his own challenges while filming the boat chase, where he injured himself. These incidents highlight the physical demands and risks that come with performing stunts in action films, showcasing the dedication and bravery of those involved in bringing such thrilling sequences to life. During the filming of Live and Let Die, both Roger Moore and Jeffrey Holder faced significant challenges when it came to working with snakes. A particularly memorable scene involved a coffin filled with snakes, which added a layer of discomfort for the actors. Their dislike for these reptiles was evident, as they had to navigate the tension of performing in such an unsettling environment. The presence of snakes not only heightened the film's suspense, but also tested the limits of the actors' comfort zones. In addition to the snake scenes, Madeline Smith experienced her own set of challenges on set. She felt awkward during the bedroom scenes, largely due to the presence of Roger Moore's overprotective wife. This dynamic created an uncomfortable atmosphere for Smith, making it difficult for her to fully engage in her role. The combination of these factors contributed to a unique filming experience, where the actors had to balance their performances with personal discomforts. The behind-the-scenes stories from Live and Let Die reveal the complexities of filmmaking, especially when it involves elements that can provoke fear or anxiety in the cast. In the film Live and Let Die, a memorable scene features James Bond using his magnetic watch to unzip Miss Caruso's dress. This clever moment was achieved by the prop department, which used a thin wire to create the illusion of the watch's magnetic power. The scene adds a touch of intrigue and charm to the film, showcasing Bond's resourcefulness and the playful nature of the series. Additionally, the movie is well known for its theme song, written and performed by Paul McCartney and his band Wings. The song became iconic and is often associated with the Bond franchise. However, there was a point during production when the producers considered replacing McCartney's version with a rendition sung by a black female artist. This decision highlights the evolving landscape of music and representation in film during the early 1970s. Ultimately, McCartney's song was retained, contributing to the film's lasting legacy and popularity. The combination of the magnetic watch scene and the memorable theme song helped define Live and Let Die as a significant entry in the James Bond series. The producers made a conscious decision to shape Roger Moore's portrayal of James Bond in a way that set him apart from Sean Connery's iconic version. This shift included various changes in Bond's character traits and preferences, one of the most notable being his choice of drink. Instead of the classic vodka martini that Connery's Bond was famous for, Moore's Bond was seen sipping bourbon, which added a new layer to his character and reflected a different style. This decision was part of a broader effort to modernize the character and appeal to a new generation of audiences. In Live and Let Die, the mission briefing takes place in Bond's flat, marking only the second time in the series that his apartment is featured. This setting allowed for a more personal glimpse into Bond's life, showcasing his sophisticated lifestyle and the comforts of his home. The choice to include Bond's apartment in the film not only provided a backdrop for the mission, but also helped to humanize the character, making him more relatable to viewers. The combination of these elements contributed to a fresh take on the beloved spy, setting the stage for Moore's tenure as Bond. Moore's portrayal of Bond in Live and Let Die marked a shift in the character's image, as he opted for cigars instead of the traditional cigarettes. This choice reflected a more sophisticated and suave demeanor, aligning with the film's overall tone. Additionally, Moore's decision to forego wearing a hat was notable, as it distinguished his version of Bond from previous portrayals, emphasizing a more modern and relaxed style. During the filming, Roger Moore kept a production diary that chronicled the entire process, offering insights into the challenges and triumphs faced by the cast and crew. This diary became a valuable resource for understanding the behind-the-scenes dynamics and the creative decisions that shaped the film. However, not all moments were serious. Moore played a prank on Jane Seymour during lunch, which unexpectedly caused her to cry. This incident left Moore feeling regretful, as he did not intend to hurt her feelings. Such moments added a layer of complexity to the filming experience, showcasing the blend of humor and tension that often accompanies movie production. Principal photography for the movie took place in Louisiana, where the lush landscapes and vibrant culture provided a fitting backdrop for the film's adventurous narrative. The production team also ventured to Jamaica, capturing the island's stunning scenery which added an exotic flair to the story. Pinewood Studios in England served as another key location, where various scenes were filmed to complete the movie's visual appeal. However, the filming process was not without its challenges. The producers faced a significant issue regarding crew safety, leading them to pay protection money to a Harlem gang. This decision was made to ensure that the cast and crew could work without fear of violence or disruption during the shoot. The film was released in the United States in June 1973, and it quickly became a commercial success. With a budget of only $7 million, Live and Let Die grossed an impressive $161 million, showcasing its popularity and the effectiveness of its production efforts. Live and Let Die, released in 1973, is often hailed as one of the top films in the James Bond franchise, and marks a significant entry as it introduces Roger Moore as the iconic British spy. Directed by Guy Hamilton, known for his work on Goldfinger, the film weaves a compelling narrative set against a backdrop of voodoo mysticism and criminal intrigue. The plot kicks off with Bond's investigation into a series of murders linked to a heroin dealer named Mr. Big, whose operations are deeply entwined with the darker aspects of voodoo culture. This premise sets the stage for a unique blend of action, mystery, and drama. The character of Bond, portrayed by Moore, is notably different from his predecessor, Sean Connery. While some fans argue that Moore lacks Connery's rugged charm and intensity, others find Moore's suave demeanor refreshing. He brings a certain confidence and wit to the role, engaging audiences with his clever dialogue and delivery. Moore's interpretation adds a layer of sophistication that, while distinct, complements the film's overall adventurous spirit. Central to the narrative are the film's villains, particularly Mr. Big, portrayed by Yaphet Kotto. Critics often highlight Kotto's multifaceted performance, which captures both the menace and charisma of his character. The supporting cast, including Jane Seymour as the enigmatic tarot card reader Solitaire, adds depth to the storytelling. Seymour's character represents an intriguing mix of vulnerability and strength, creating a compelling dynamic with Bond. Meanwhile, the addition of Geoffrey Holder, known for his imposing presence as the villain's henchman, further enriches the film's villainous roster, enhancing the stakes as Bond navigates a world of danger. Visually, Live and Let Die is marked by its vibrant cinematography and a distinctive aesthetic that reflects the cultural elements it portrays. The opening sequence, a hallmark of Bond films, captivates with high energy, setting the tone for a story filled with suspense and excitement. The utilization of the title song, performed by Paul McCartney and Wings, is both memorable and impactful, contributing significantly to the film's overall atmosphere and leaving an indelible mark on Bond's musical legacy. Noteworthy action sequences, such as the high-octane boat chase and the tension-filled torture scenes, exemplify the film's commitment to entertainment. Some critics praise these scenes as standout moments that demonstrate an innovative approach to action within the franchise, while others feel they occasionally detract from character development. Balancing thrilling stunts with plot progression can be challenging, but Live and Let Die successfully showcases Bond's resourcefulness and resilience. However, the film does not come without its criticisms. Some viewers express discomfort with how it occasionally employs stereotypes linked to voodoo and culture. While the intention may have been to explore an exotic locale and narrative, criticism suggests that it risks perpetuating misunderstandings and oversimplifications of cultural practices. This duality highlights a broader conversation within the cinematic landscape regarding representation and authenticity in storytelling. In conclusion, Live and Let Die emerges as a notable film in the Bond series, marked by its engaging performances, particularly by Roger Moore, and its bold thematic elements. While opinions may vary regarding Moore's portrayal compared to Connery's legacy, the film remains a captivating entry, showcasing thrilling action, a memorable score, and a unique blend of cultural motifs. The balance of horror and humor, along with a story that encourages suspense and intrigue, ensures Live and Let Die holds a distinguished place within the pantheon of James Bond films. Whether lauded as a masterpiece or critiqued for its portrayal of specific themes, it undeniably invites viewers to immerse themselves in the world of espionage and adventure, thereby solidifying its status as a must-see for both fans of the franchise and newcomers alike. As the thrilling escapades of Live and Let Die fade to black, a new chapter beckons, one that promises to unveil the fates of those who brought this Richard Maibaum classic to life. What happened to Roger Moore, the suave and iconic James Bond? Did he continue to reign as a cinematic legend, or did he venture down surprising new paths? And what of the film's standout performances, from the enigmatic Solitaire to the cunning Mr. Big? The choices each actor made after the credits rolled may hold stories of triumph, challenge, and unexpected twists. Join us as we dive deeper into the behind-the-scenes lives of the cast. Discover not only their achievements within the film industry, but also their journeys beyond the screen. Hence, you won't want to miss the secrets and surprises that shaped their careers after Live and Let Die. Stay tuned as we reveal the intriguing legacies left behind by these unforgettable characters. Lois Maxwell portrayed the iconic role of Miss Moneypenny in the 1973 James Bond film Live and Let Die. Her character served as a clever and sharp secretary to MI6 Chief M, showcasing a mix of professionalism and subtle flirtation with Bond. Maxwell's performance brought an essential layer of wit and charm, making Moneypenny a memorable figure in the Bond franchise. After leaving the series, Maxwell's career took various turns, including television roles and stage performances, but she struggled to find significant opportunities that matched her Bond fame. In her personal life, Maxwell faced challenges, including the tragic death of her husband, which cast a shadow over her later years. She also dealt with health issues, including a battle with breast cancer. Even amid the turmoil, she remained connected to her roots, living in a quiet home in Australia. In her final years, she became a reclusive figure, with few public appearances. Maxwell passed away in 2007, leaving behind a legacy as one of cinema's enduring supporting characters. Her life was a blend of glamour and hardship, marked by her unforgettable portrayal that continues to resonate in popular culture. Madeline Smith played the role of the beautiful girl in the 1973 film Live and Let Die, a captivating character that showcased her charm and allure. The film, featuring Roger Moore as James Bond, was a pivotal moment in her career, elevating her profile in the entertainment industry. Smith, with her striking presence, became associated with the glamorous yet dangerous world of Bond films, embodying the era's seductive style. After Live and Let Die, Smith navigated a challenging career landscape, featuring in various British television shows and films, such as the British sitcoms The Two Ronnies and the cult classic The Horror of Frankenstein. However, her life was not without turmoil. Smith faced her share of struggles, including battles with depression and the complexities of navigating fame. She also encountered a scandal when her longtime relationship with actor and director Vincent Ball ended controversially, leading to media scrutiny. In later years, Smith largely stepped away from the spotlight, finding solace in a more private life. The details of her recent life remain scarce, as she has kept a low profile, shunning the limelight while reflecting on her tumultuous past. Current information about her whereabouts is limited, leaving her a mysterious figure from a captivating era of cinema. In the 1973 film Live and Let Die, Jane Seymour portrays the enigmatic character of Solitaire, a tarot card reader with a mysterious connection to the film's villain. She captivates audiences with her beauty and depth, playing a pivotal role in Bond's journey as her character grapples with her fate and the dark forces around her. Seymour's performance is notable for blending vulnerability and strength, leaving a lasting impression in the world of Bond films. After Live and Let Die, Seymour's career flourished. She starred in various television series and films, winning acclaim for her roles. However, her personal life was marred by difficulties. She endured a divorce from actor Michael Attenborough in 1973, followed by a tumultuous relationship with director James Keach. In 1998, they welcomed twins but faced challenges, leading to separation and a lengthy divorce process. In recent years, she remains active in the entertainment industry, taking on roles in television and film while also exploring art and philanthropy. Despite ups and downs, Jane Seymour continues to evoke a sense of intrigue. Last reported, she engages in charity work, focusing on health and wellness, symbolizing her resilience. David Hedison's portrayal of the enigmatic CIA agent Felix Leiter in the 1973 film Live and Let Die left a lasting impression. His character navigated a world filled with danger and intrigue, pairing effectively with Roger Moore's James Bond. Hedison infused Leiter with a blend of charm and resilience, establishing a pivotal bond with Bond, while confronting threats posed by the film's sinister villains. This role, however, marked a significant point in Hedison's career rather than a defining one. After Live and Let Die, Hedison continued to act in various films and television series, including the popular series Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Despite his on-screen success, personal challenges loomed large. He faced the heartbreak of losing his first wife to cancer, a devastating event that marked a dark period in his life. Later, Hedison dealt with the frustrations of being typecast and struggled with industry trends, leading to a diminished role in the spotlight. In his later years, Hedison remained active, eventually reprising his role as Leiter in the 1989 film License to Kill, which was a rare achievement for the actor. His life was marked by both artistic triumph and personal tragedy, but he maintained a reputation for kindness and professionalism in a chaotic industry. The last known information indicates that Hedison passed away in July 2021 at the age of 92, leaving behind a legacy as a resilient figure in Hollywood history. Yaphet Kotto delivered a chilling performance as Dr. Kananga in the 1973 film Live and Let Die. His portrayal of the villain, a drug lord with a diabolical plan against Bond, showcased his ability to embody both charm and menace. Kotto's rich voice and commanding presence brought depth to Kananga, creating a character that lingered in the audience's mind long after the credits rolled. He navigated the complexities of the role, balancing charisma with a ruthless streak, reflecting the turbulent atmosphere of the early 1970s. Following his breakout role, Kotto faced numerous challenges. He struggled against typecasting, often being seen solely as a villain due to his commanding screen presence. While he starred in various films and television series, including Alien and Homicide: Life on the Street, his career was marked by an ongoing battle for more diverse roles. Kotto spoke openly about the systemic racism in Hollywood, fighting to break the mold set for black actors. His personal life was equally tumultuous. Kotto faced divorces and public disputes, which marred his reputation at times. He also fought legal battles, including notable disagreements regarding contracts and financial disputes. In his later years, Kotto retreated from the spotlight, living a quieter life. He continued to share his experiences, often reflecting on both the joy and pain throughout his journey in life and acting. In his 80s, Kotto revealed he had been battling health issues, which he approached with characteristic seriousness and introspection. He passed away on March 15, 2021, leaving behind a legacy defined by his unique contributions to cinema and the barriers he worked to dismantle for future generations of actors. Roger Moore's portrayal of James Bond in the 1973 film Live and Let Die marked a transformation in the iconic character. His suave demeanor and dry wit brought a new dimension to Bond, contrasting sharply with the rugged approach of previous actors. Moore's Bond was sophisticated yet capable, embroiled in a world filled with voodoo and intrigue. This shift established him as a distinct version, appealing to a new generation while retaining the essence of the spy. After leaving the role in 1985, Moore faced a series of personal challenges. The darker tides of life included the loss of his third wife, Louisa Maciuoli, in 2017, which added a shadow to his legacy. Throughout his career, he wrestled with the pressures of fame, often overshadowed by media scrutiny. He weathered scandals, notably allegations that his relationship with co-stars was at times complicated by jealousy and rivalry. Despite these trials, Moore remained active in charity work, focusing especially on children's causes. His commitment to humanitarian efforts stood as a testament to his character beyond the screen. Roger Moore's last public appearances reflected his enduring charm and dedication to making a difference. He passed away in May 2017, leaving behind a legacy that spanned decades, captivating audiences with both charm and a distinct understanding of vulnerability. Clifton James is best remembered for his role as Sheriff J.W. Pepper in the 1973 James Bond film Live and Let Die. His portrayal of the loud, over-the-top sheriff provided both comic relief and a distinct Southern flavor to the film. Despite appearing in only 2 Bond films, his character became iconic, embodying a certain charm tinged with absurdity. The role showcased James's ability to blend humor with action, further cementing him in the minds of audiences. After Live and Let Die, Clifton James's career followed a winding path. He battled personal hardships, including financial difficulties, which led him to take on various roles, sometimes in low-budget productions. James faced health challenges, having been diagnosed with cancer in the late 2000s, which he battled with resilience. Despite these struggles, he remained active in the industry, participating in live performances and conventions. In his personal life, James dealt with complex family dynamics, experiencing a divorce that impacted his emotional well-being. His life was not without rumors. He faced fleeting scandals mainly centered around his theatrical persona and roles. In later years, he largely withdrew from the public eye, reflecting on his legacy. The last known information about Clifton James indicates he passed away in 2017, leaving behind a mix of cherished memories and questions surrounding his enigmatic life. Gloria Hendry's portrayal of Rosie in the 1973 film Live and Let Die marked a significant moment for representation in Hollywood. As a strong and complex black woman, she stood out in a genre often dominated by male characters. Rosie's role went beyond being a sidekick. She was pivotal to the plot, and effectively showcased Hendry's ability to navigate both action and seduction. This performance brought her into the limelight, but it also subjected her to the industry's harsh scrutiny. After Live and Let Die, Hendry faced numerous challenges. Despite her remarkable talent, opportunities for leading roles were scarce, and she often found herself typecast or overlooked. Her career included a mix of television appearances and smaller film roles, but the struggle for meaningful work and recognition persisted. Beyond her career, Hendry faced personal hardships. She dealt with tumultuous relationships, including a high-profile romance that ended in heartbreak. Rumors of conflicts with industry insiders and her battles with typecasting took a toll on her mental health. After years of navigating these struggles, information on Hendry has decreased, leading to a more enigmatic presence in modern media, with few known recent activities. Geoffrey Holder's portrayal of Baron Samedi in the 1973 film Live and Let Die left an indelible mark on the James Bond franchise. With his towering presence and hypnotic voice, Holder brought an enigmatic charm to the character, embodying the spirit of voodoo with a sinister but playful demeanor. His performance became iconic, capturing audience imagination and cementing the Baron as a memorable figure in Bond lore. After his role in Live and Let Die, Holder continued to diversify his career, excelling as a dancer, choreographer, and director. He garnered acclaim on Broadway and in various films, yet his life was not without challenges. Growing up in a poor family in Trinidad, Holder faced numerous hardships. His foray into the competitive arts world was marked by persistent racism and typecasting, often limiting his opportunities in Hollywood. Holder also experienced personal turmoil, including a contentious divorce from his wife, an ordeal that fueled public speculation and media scrutiny. In his later years, Holder battled health issues, which eventually required him to use a wheelchair. Despite these challenges, he maintained a strong public presence and was regarded as an influential figure whose contributions to arts and culture were significant. His last known projects included voice work for animated films and appearances at cultural events. Geoffrey Holder passed away in 2014, leaving behind a legacy rich in artistry and resilience. In the 1973 film Live and Let Die, Bernard Lee brought the character of M to life, portraying the stoic head of MI6 with both authority and depth. Lee's performance added a layer of complexity to the role, marking him as a pivotal figure in the Bond series. His portrayal influenced how would be understood in future films, embodying the blend of sharp intelligence and unyielding command necessary for a Secret Service chief. Born in 1908, Lee had a distinguished career in theater and film, often typecast in roles requiring gravitas. However, his life was not without hardship. He struggled with personal loss, including the death of his beloved wife in 1972, which took a toll on him emotionally and affected his health. Lee faced challenges in adapting to the evolving film landscape as traditional British cinema waned, ultimately leading to fewer prominent roles in his later years. Bernard Lee passed away from stomach cancer in 1981, leaving behind a legacy marked by iconic roles and the shadows of personal struggles. The world of film lost a profound talent, but his impact remains etched in cinematic history. As we wrap up our look at Live and Let Die, let's take a moment to reflect on the film's impact. The performances of Roger Moore as James Bond and the memorable villain Baron Samedi left a mark on audiences. Amidst the thrilling chases and voodoo themes, this movie pushed the boundaries of the classic Bond formula. The film's music, especially the iconic title song by Paul McCartney and Wings, became a staple of its time, evoking a sense of adventure and nostalgia. For many, watching Live and Let Die was a childhood rite of passage. Perhaps you recall the excitement of seeing Bond's high-speed boat chase, or the tension of his confrontations with supernatural forces. Did you experience that thrill, or did it inspire a love for spy films? How did it shape your views on heroes and villains growing up? We want to hear your stories. Share your memories and how this film resonated with you in the comments. Your experiences are part of what keeps the spirit alive and Let Die alive.